and welcome to another episode of the playonultra podcast. This is episode 118. Just the two of us again today. Sarah is
not. It's a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
Is she still acting?
I think so, yes.
Still reaching for the stars.
Yeah.
How dare her for having dreams.
We will be taking a break next week, but we will be back the week after. Because I got stuff to do. So yeah, how was your week?
It was good. I played all of Inside.
Nice. How long is it? 4 hours?
Real short. It took me 6 episodes with about 20 to 30 minutes an episode.
So about 3 hours.
Yeah, under 3. Let me see.
Did you die a lot? Or...
No. Steam says I played for 3 hours.
Can you die?
I did die, but not a heck of a lot. The game's very much... It's not super gameplay heavy. Yeah, it's much more walking simulator than any of the others. I mean, it is a game. It's not a walking simulator, but it's more of a walking simulator than the other ones. I didn't really die at any puzzle more than once. I mean, there's a couple where I died twice, but for the most part, I didn't really die or get stuck at any point.
Was the journey worth it? Was the payoff worth the journey?
For sure. Really? I mean, there's no closure. It's very mysterious and weird, but it's a very cool experience. I definitely liked it the whole time.
Would you recommend it?
I would. How much? So I was given it as a gift. I didn't get it from the developers for free, but another friend gave it to me as a gift. I would spend $15 on it.
Holy shit, for a 3-hour walking simulator thing. God damn.
Wait, how much is it normally? I'm trying to find out.
I don't know.
It is $20. So I wouldn't buy it full price.
But 25% off is pretty high up there.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. It's kind of the message I was trying to send, is it's good.
I'm pretty sure it's been lower than $15. I'm very sure.
Probably.
Especially if you own Limbo and buy the bundle.
So. Yes. The bundle together is... It doesn't tell me because I already have both those games. Limbo's only $10. That's weird, but Limbo's way longer. But the graphics are way worse. So if it was cheaper to make? I don't know.
I guess it felt more tiring, Limbo. Especially because I
got way more frustrated at Limbo.
Yeah. Does Inside still have the funny jump feel? The floaty
jump?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's way less important. There's almost no platforming. There's a couple of times where you have to time a jump properly, but it feels really, really good. The ledge grabbing and that kind of stuff feels really good. I don't want to say too much without spoiling it. It's just there's it's a weird game. I want to know more. I wish there was more narrative to explain some stuff.
Would you recommend this to someone who likes to go to an art gallery and look at actual paintings, or would you recommend this to someone who likes to go to a theater where the actors are all naked and just shouting nonsense kind of art? Which one? Nonsense art or actual art? Is it very...
Why? I don't know. It's not really either, because... So, it's not nonsense art, because it doesn't feel like it's smacking you in the face, saying, this means something! This is deep, damn it! It's not it's not shoving it down your throat, except for the end. The very end is a little bit that way.
Okay.
But the rest of it, it's not... I don't know, it didn't... I wouldn't really call it artsy at all. I just kind of call it it's kind of like if you watched a movie with no sound and no subtitles. Just a lineless, dialogueless movie. Because nobody talks ever. You're just watching stuff happen, so you're trying to figure out what's happening from watching things happen.
Interesting.
So it's kind of like that, which is artsy, I guess.
But it kind of makes sense.
I guess. I mean, so you're basically just a little boy. It starts off with you running through the woods being chased. And then you, end up in, a government facility. So you're running through a government facility, and you keep, uncovering, these horrible, experiments, which are, beings or just weird things. And it's never explained. And then you kind of just escape from the facility, and then the game ends. And you're like, okay. Don't know what happened. This world is a madness world.
Okay.
It's a very dark, sad, grim place, but it's a fun game.
Interesting.
I mean, that's what I stood upon it, because I guess it doesn't really tell you. I just kind of interpreted it as a dark, grim, sad place. But you know, who knows for sure? I guess
maybe the boy is an experiment himself or something like that.
That's what I was thinking. Because like one of the earliest like puzzle mechanics is you uncover these like as like a helmet you can put on your head. Also, I guess first of all, as you're running away in the very beginning, you kind of like in the background see like these people that just kind of like stand with like no stance, like they're not really aware of their surroundings, just kind of shuffling in a line, like very, very orderly. And then you find this thing you can put on your head, and whatever controls you input to your character, they mimic perfectly. Like if you jump, they jump. If you go right, they go right. And so you're basically just mind controlling these like husk people.
Interesting.
So in the beginning of the game, I thought it was a lot of like weird, like the populace is enslaved by the 1% kind of tones. But I don't know. There's also like a secret ending, which I remember because I watched a full Let's Play of this game, and I watched a YouTube video of the secret ending when this game launched, but I don't really remember them. There was one puzzle I remembered in this game, but for the most part, I didn't remember a whole heck of a lot.
What do you need to do to trigger the secret puzzle? Is some kind of collectible kind of thing?
I think so, because I encountered, there were two things I encountered in this game where like I kind of like went away that kind of dead ended, and the only thing at the dead end was like it looked like a sphere with a bunch of lights shooting out of it, and I kind of like unplugged it and have the two of those. So I assume if you do like enough of those, something, I don't know, because the secret I remember from the video I saw of the secret ending. The secret ending is actually in the beginning of the game. Like you have to do something to like get like a passcode or something to open a door. I don't even really remember the details. I just remember the door itself was like in the beginning, which was a little weird, but cool. So I mean, I might replay it and try to explore a little more. I don't know. We'll see.
Nice.
You can't really jump around.
I might get it someday.
Yeah, if it goes on sale for $10, definitely get it.
Yeah, I got a bit tired of Limbo, so I just like, I'll wait for a sale.
Yep. I liked this much more than Limbo.
Nice.
But because it was so quick, I will probably also forget it faster. It'll make less of an impact on me.
So
you just watch my Let's Play. It's good enough.
Yeah. I play Yakuza, but I reached the point in the game where I unlocked the so you have two characters, right? In Yakuza, you play two protagonists, and each of them will have their own money-making business kind of side mission thing. So
wait, is this the most recent Yakuza?
Yakuza 0, yeah.
Okay.
Yakuza 6 is already a thing, but only in Japan, I believe. Not yet translated yet. And they already re-released Yakuza 1 remake using the Yakuza 0 engine, actually. So it's like it's an actual remake. It's not like this is a remake, but not really.
Got it.
So it's an actual remake. They use the newest engine and stuff. But yeah, being able to focus on Yakuza, the game is getting better. It's more fun now, and basically the character with the eye patch runs a cabaret club, and the other character, Kiryu, he runs a real estate agency. And that is how you make money, because money is really important, because that's how you level up your skills.
I watched a Let's Play, and the singing scenes are the best thing in the whole game.
I fucking love the karaoke. I've done that so many times. You only need to do like each song once and get like the highest score to get
so funny.
To get like the some extra like secret point kind of thing. Like an extra skill point kind of thing. But I do it so many times over and over again because number one, the songs is really good. I really like the songs as well. And just the fucking like animations and stuff. So good. I love that. And like
I've heard also for the other character, like the landlord character, you're trying to like have like shell corporations, so you can get like a pet. You can get like a chicken to be like the landholder on one of the times, because you just need a name to put down, I guess.
I haven't reached the chicken part yet, but I kind of know which one you're talking about. But yeah, the story is getting really interesting as well. Game is fucking perfect, man. No flaws. Maybe the only flaw is just like a bit too long windy, because it's like an open world thing and there's just so many things to do.
Yeah.
So many things. But yeah, but I'm actually preferring the eye patch character. I prefer his 3 combat stance compared to the other guy, as well as the story. I feel it's a bit more interesting.
Is that the breakdancing dance?
Yeah, he has one. Yeah, the breakdancing, the capoeira style. That's super cool. And he has like a tug style, and the other one is like a baseball bat style, basically.
I love the bit. It just appears out of nowhere. It's like, I got a bat now. Like, oh well.
Yeah. I prefer his styles. And I prefer the cabaret club minigame. But the real estate one makes more money for your time investment. For now, I guess. It's easier to get it up there. So yeah, Yakuza is an amazing game. If you have PS4, it's one of those must play. Must play. Yeah. That's about it I did. Did you watch anything?
I watched parts of a bunch of stuff, actually.
Did you watch Blade Runner, friend?
I watched Blade Runner. I watched all of Blade Runner.
And how was it?
It was good. Pretty much no closure at all. Like, it's
my friend stated the story sucked.
I wouldn't go as far as sucked.
Okay.
It's a 2-hour, 40-minute movie.
Uh-huh.
But it feels like half of a movie.
Oh.
Like, they don't defeat the big bad at the end of the movie. They defeat his henchmen. Maybe, but I heard somewhere that part 1 has not been a financial success.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a critical success, but not a financial one, because it's very expensive to make. But I liked it on the whole. I don't know, I would have liked a little more closure, I think. I thought the story was good. There are a couple twists which were good. There's not really... There's one kind of minor plot hole that is covered up in a way that I find acceptable. So the plot hole, I guess, is the main thing that motivates the bad guy. The Jared Leto is like, I can't make enough replicants. I want to make more. So I want to make replicants who can have babies. And so that's his whole thing.
Okay.
And during the movie, I'm just like, why can't you just make replicants who make replicants? Like, they don't have to have babies. Like, they can just build replicants. But the explanation for that, which I find acceptable, is the Tyrell, the guy who made the first replicants in Blade Runner 1, his replicants could have babies. And so Jared Leto, it's kind of like a source of pride. He's like, he cracked the secret. I want to crack the secret. So I find that
apparently it's getting closer to their budget, at least.
Okay.
Yeah. Their box office, I mean. It's getting closer to the budget, but still.
I mean, I don't... It's a weird enough movie. Like, it's kind of meanders that I wouldn't instantly recommend it to everybody, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'll probably watch it again at some point.
Yeah. Visually is amazing.
Yeah, nothing to say bad about the visuals or the music. Like, it's insane. One thing is a little weird. So there's like a kind of like a plot thread. He has like a hologram woman in his house, like an artificial intelligence. And they try to build up like this love relationship between her and whatever. But it just felt really tacked on. Like, I felt like you could have removed it from the movie without really changing a whole heck of a lot. Because did you ever see the movie Her?
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
It was like somebody saw that movie. It's like, I want to put that in my movie, but because it's only part of a movie, it's not going to take the time. It's not going to be fleshed out. Anything. Yeah, it's just like just remove that from the movie. Shorten it down and go watch Her instead, because Her does the exact same thing, but just, it's better because it's a full movie.
Yeah. I actually really enjoyed Her.
I did too.
I really, really enjoyed it. Didn't need to see Scarlett Johansson's face, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's impressive. So I saw that movie. I watched some stuff on Netflix. I started watching finally season, I think it's 4, whatever the most recent season of BoJack Horseman is, and that's more good depression, dark crap, which I love, so that's great. And I also started watching a new show called Big Mouth, which is an adult cartoon. I didn't watch it at first because it looked like really stupid humor, but then I saw who all was involved. Like, every voice actor is like a comedian, so like Nick Kroll and John Mulaney are the 2 main voices, and you have like Jason Mantzoukas, Jordan Peele, and a bunch of other Maya Rudolph, Fred Armisen. Like, there's a bunch of really cool voices in it. And so it is some dumb humor, but I'm liking it a lot so far. Like the setting is, it follows a bunch of like very young children as they start to go through puberty, and so it's about just like them being really crazy as hormones make them do crazy things.
What's the name of the thing again? Loudmouth?
Big Mouth.
Big Mouth.
Yeah, it's a Netflix thing.
Netflix original?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I like it. I'm liking it.
What the fuck? Okay, so I googled Big Mouth.
Oh no.
So just Big Mouth, right?
Yeah.
So the first few things are about the Netflix thing. And then I went to images.
Oh no.
There's a picture of Vladimir Putin without a nose and just a really, really big mouth and the eyes really close to the mouth.
I love that meme-ish thing.
There's a picture of Christian Bale with a really, really big mouth, but I'm guessing it's also his character from American Psycho because he's bloody wearing a suit. Trump, of course. Somebody photoshopped a hippo's mouth onto Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Probably a fetish thing.
Yeah. Shit is weird.
That reminds me though, I saw a really good trailer for an Amazon Prime, I think it's a movie, no, it's a TV show or a movie, I can't really tell, but the premise is Jean-Claude Van Damme is himself,
yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
And he's like, he wants to get out of retirement, and so he goes back to become an action movie star, but also at the same time like a super spy. Like his Jean-Claude Van Damme the actor is his cover for being like Jean-Claude Van Damme the spy. So like he's like old and out of shape. Like it shows him like trying to lift weights. He's like he can like barely lift weights, and like he tries to like spin and kick a punching bag, like misses and like headbutts it by mistake. Like it's hilarious looking. So
what's the name of the show?
Is
it a movie or a show?
I think it's a movie. Let me see. Amazon Prime. It's called Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
What?
Yes. Okay. The name of the show movie is Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
That was the fucking first thing that Google
and
put in.
It's not out.
It's a TV show.
Episode 1 is out, yes. Okay. No, episode 1's coming soon? Wait, it says episode 1 watch now. Does that mean I can watch it now? Trailer? I don't use Amazon Prime.
It's an Amazon show.
It is definitely an Amazon thing, and I also confirm it's a show. And I think it's airing right now.
It's pretty good.
Wait, it looks like episode... Wait, is this a whole episode? If I click episode 1 watch now, what's it going to give me? Season 1, episode 1 is playing right now, so I guess episode 1's out.
There's a pilot.
It's probably just a pilot, and it's going to sit around forever, and then hopefully get more.
It's at 8.2 on IMDb. Holy shit.
Cool.
I want to say this is Jean-Claude Van Damme's highest rated show. What?
Okay, you still need to watch The Tick.
Yes. I wish they can somehow incorporate Time Cop into the show.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Let me see.
I'd love that.
You can rating, show by rating. So the first 2 are documentaries. First 3 are document. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They're Arnold
6,
documentaries,
7,
aren't they?
8. 8 documentaries are his first 8 highest rated shows. Oh, they're just also showing like cameos and stuff because a lot of the documentaries are not just about him. One of them is like the making of Street Fighter kind of stuff.
Oh.
Number 10 is Friends because he was on Friends before.
Oh, that's sad.
I just want to see which is... Oh my god. Dead City 2, I guess. Yeah, Jean-Claude Van Johnson is one of the highest rated ones. Number 18, 8.5. So yeah.
Well, I'm looking for... I'm gonna watch that one episode as soon as we stop recording this. I tried to watch... There was a new Jackie Chan movie on Netflix. I don't know what it was called. It was really bad.
Oh. Must be one of his American ones. Usually his American ones are very good.
I think it was a Hong Kong...
Oh, it must be one of his older Hong Kong ones then.
No, it was recent. Like, it came out this year.
What?
Let me look it up real quick.
This year?
Maybe I didn't give it an honest shot, but it was called... Kung Fu Yoga. Came out 2017.
Okay, that sounds stupid just from the name.
It does sound stupid. And it was stupid.
Kung Fu Yoga. It is a
Had
fucking
lot of
Hong Kong.
CGI.
No, it's a China-India
Oh.
Okay. Holy shit, budget 65 million, they made back 250.
Had a lot of CGI, and that's kind of why I didn't like it.
I guess because it's a Chinese-Indian movie, that's why. Indian movies love their crazy shit. Also, Voltron the Legendary Defender Season 4 came out last week, and I totally didn't know about that.
I didn't know they were on season 2 yet. I thought they were only on season 1.
They did something annoying with season 3. So season 1, season 2 had 13 episodes. They split season 3 up into 2 seasons.
Oh.
Season 3 is 7 episodes, and they called season 4 as the 6 episode one, which is basically season 3.5.
That's annoying.
Very annoying.
Really
I guess
annoying.
it just didn't have time, maybe. I don't know. Why couldn't they just have released season 3, like, all of it now? It's annoying.
Needed more time. More time for something. I tried watching an anime called Tokyo Ghoul, which is pretty popular. And
Yeah, there's a live action movie as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
I read a comic book recently which I quite liked called Tokyo Ghost, which is very different but very cool. There's nothing like Tokyo Ghoul, which I didn't finish the first episode of because it involved a lot of like blood porn is the right
Very
right
gory.
word for it. Like like people's like licking blood off their fingers and just like being really weird with blood in a way that I don't find particularly entertaining.
You don't find it hot.
Like it wasn't like violent blood, you know. It was like oh, blood, yes. It's like, no. Like Gantz is pushing it, and that's just all violence. But yeah, or Berserk, yeah.
Tokyo Ghouls, set in an alternate reality where ghouls, individuals who can only survive by eating human flesh, live among the normal humans in secret, hiding their true nature.
Yep.
And of course, they have enhanced speed, senses, and regenerability.
Of course, they're super people. Yeah, they're basically vampires who have like weird blood tentacles coming out of their back.
That's cool.
I mean, they looked cool. I probably should have watched it a little longer than I did, but
and the character obviously is a half-breed, right?
I mean, probably.
A half-ghoul can either be born naturally as a ghoul and a human's offspring. Or
they were definitely hinting at it before I stopped watching.
Okay. A half-ghoul is stronger than a pure-blood ghoul for some reason, because humans were apparently the best things ever made or something.
It's like that Van Helsing thing, like the werewolf versus vampire kind of crap. Who makes these rules of like, a werewolf shouldn't just like automatically be better than a vampire or worse? Like, it's up to the individuals.
But what kind of anime is it? Is it like one of those psychological horror kind of thing? Or is it like an action anime? Why is this character wearing like a metal faceplate on his face? What the fuck?
I mean, there's like a mystery. Like, somebody's getting murdered. We have to find the murderer. Like, who's the ghoul? I don't know. It could be any of us. Kind of crap.
But you stopped watching because it's boring.
I mean, it didn't really... In the first episode, there's just a real... I don't know. I did not give it an honest shot. Like, a lot of the animes, you need to give multiple episodes before, they start to get good. And I didn't even finish the first episode because I just didn't like... It kept cutting to the bad guys and they just be playing with blood in themselves and like torturing people. Why are these
people wearing like that face mask thing? What the hell is that?
I didn't get that far.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's cool, but that just looks like it's cool and nothing. I don't know.
It's like a Jason.
But yeah, but like these days, whenever I watch something new, I feel like I give it very little chance because I feel like my time is worth more than, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like, I'd rather watch... I need to finish JoJo's Bizarre Adventure still, or something like that.
I still haven't finished watching Archer yet. Fucking hell.
Or friggin' FMA. I don't know if I've seen all the Archer episodes. I kind of lost track.
I'm on like season 4 or some shit. South Park: The Fractured But Whole is out.
Oh, yeah.
Mixed reviews on Steam.
It's gotten less great reviews than last time.
It's not a terrible game, but it's not worth $60, basically, is what a lot of people are saying. Also some issues, I guess. Technical issues as well.
So, actually, that's a good segue into one of my news stories, because Fractured Butthole had Denuvo broken like the first day, right?
I just fucking realized. Fractured Butthole.
Yes. changed it.
I just
because
realized.
Nobody wanted them to put butthole in the name of the game, so they changed it to be fractured butthole. And that worked because people are stupid.
When you said it just now, I was like, oh.
You gotta say it quickly. The fractured butthole. It's pretty good. It's clever. It's not actually.
Yeah.
I was gonna say though. So I was reading about Denuvo because now Denuvo is the fractured butthole security service provider. And the article I was reading on ours mentioned an older game. I'm trying to find the article. No. It was an older PC game that I remember my brother played at the time. But so that game did not have any sort of anti-piracy measures at all. And it really hurt that game because it was an online like matchmaking arena type fighter, and the pirates, they couldn't like play the game. They couldn't I guess they couldn't do they couldn't fully connect to the server, but they could touch it. So they had like 18,000 concurrent players, but like 120,000 people trying to connect to the servers. And so like, for the first like 3 days, nobody could play because they're just really, really bad connection issues because all these people are just hammering on everything. And so it got like kind of bad reviews from reviewers for trying to review it as soon as they possibly can, and they can't play the game.
That's interesting. So I guess put DRM if your game is an online game, maybe. Yeah,
because they had the infrastructure to support the number of players they thought would play. They didn't anticipate like 100,000 pirates.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. What game is it?
I'm trying to find it now. I will get back. I'll bring it up when I find it.
Also, we were talking about Star Control just now, right?
We were.
So there's a new Star Control coming up, blah blah blah, Star Control Origins. I just found out that the first 2 Star Control was made by a developer called Toys for Bob, who made a bunch of the Skylanders games.
Now that you mention it, I can absolutely see a similarity.
Really? In what?
Yeah. The characters.
Oh.
There's like the 4 like races. They just kind of have like that cartoony curves to them.
They did make the first one. The first one, the second one, the 4th one, and the latest one. Those were the ones they made. So that was interesting. That was an interesting thing for me to find out. I was like, oh, okay. I guess we can get into some news with a bunch of shit. Let's start off with some pretty cool thing. GOG has the Mafia game now up on GOG. The first Mafia game.
I see. Cool.
Yeah. Doesn't have the soundtrack because of licensing issues, but of course you can mod it in.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah. But yeah, play the first Mafia game. It's probably pretty dated when it comes to mechanics, but the story is really good. And
when did the first one come out? How
2002.
old is that game? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty old. Next thing is EA closes Visceral. Yeah, a lot of people are pissed.
Yes.
Yeah. So I watched a Jim Sterling video on it.
And
the first 1.5, 2 minutes is a clip from his older video in 2015 of him basically saying EA is gonna close Visceral.
That's awesome.
Because he was saying like it has all the telltale signs of like EA meddling into their games, which is with the Dead Space game, because they made like microtransaction. It's one of the earliest like single player microtransaction bullshit in the game. And then putting them onto like other games as well, doing all sort of stuff, and he basically saw this coming pretty much.
And also, isn't this compounded? I mean, so these, as far as I know, these are baseless rumors, but like the fear right now is
the Star Wars one.
They're trying to make it more like more multiplayer-y, which
so basically
means more microtransactions.
A lot of people are accusing EA with disclosure as a vote of no confidence for single-player games, right?
That's right. That's what I was trying to think of.
So apparently there's this, what's his name? Jason Schreier. Jason Schreier.
That's right. The game is Demigod.
About what?
The game I'm trying to think of, the game that didn't launched with no piracy protections and then got bad reviews
Demigod.
because the servers were slammed. Yes.
It looked cool when it came out. I wanted to try it, but I never played it. It was like a pseudo MOBA thing.
Kind of, sort of, more like a character, third-person character arena fighter. Yeah, like a MOBA.
Yeah. I remember they had like lanes, but it kind of like ended in an arena. I don't know.
The one arena I remember was very round.
Yeah. So Jason Schreier is the news editor for Kotaku, and he said people are wrong about them saying EA is doing a vote of no confidence because the word around the game development is it's a mess. But literally, he just put that in as a tweet without any sort of like article or any sort of journalism. Basically,
rule of thumb: don't listen to Kotaku.
So basically, like 99% of the games journalists out there, they didn't do journalism. Basically.
Yeah, I mean, that's true for most journalists, I think, at this point. Especially, I feel like journalism with games is exacerbated because everything feels super urgent and time sensitive. So people are more likely to push things out without thinking about them first or researching them. But I have no data to back that up. This is my super bad impression.
Oh, apparently in an email to employees obtained by Kotaku, the new people... It will be led by someone else, the new Star Wars game, and it will use assets from Visceral's game. It's gonna be a multiplayer game.
I don't want a multiplayer. You know what I want? I want them to resurrect that canceled Jango Fett or Boba Fett game. I can't remember which one it was.
Star Wars 1313.
Yeah, I want that.
Yes. I also want Kotor 3, like literally everybody else. So give us a bounty hunter game and give us Kotor 3.
RPG. Yeah. I liked playing as the bounty hunter in the Old Republic, the MMO. Like, that game had a really good story for an MMO, especially. Like,
they actually had a bounty hunter game on the PS2. You literally played. Wait, you played
Boba the Jango Fett one, right?
Jango Fett, one of the Fetts.
Yeah. Jango Fett. It's Jango Fett.
You had a jetpack and everything. It's super cool.
Yeah, that one.
It's a really good game.
It was not bad.
Yeah, and I think those kind of games will get more attention these days because it's different.
I don't know about that, actually. I don't... So as much as I don't like what they're doing, I don't know what they're doing is dumb. I do kind of think that multiplayer is where the money's at right now.
But I feel like there's so much competition out there.
That is also a good point.
Right?
Yeah.
Like PUBG and all that shit. Fortnite and stuff like that. It's just like... If you make a single player one, maybe a lot of people will just flock to that because it's two different experiences. You can play both at the same time.
I mean, the Star Wars brand does have quite a lot of clout in terms of
it literally sells itself. It literally does that.
Like, people don't even know what the game is. Like, Star Wars, I'll buy it.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, I definitely 100% believe that this is a vote of no confidence for single player games, basically.
Yeah, I don't know that I 100% believe it, but I agree. That's
maybe not 100%.
That's probably what it means.
120%, I think.
Oh wow! Okay, you make up. Together, we're more than 200%.
So yeah, fuck EA. Basically, they are the devil. Oh well. Visceral is pretty talented.
Shocking news to no one.
And they took like a team picture as a last thing in the studios where it's like stairs and everybody's there's quite a lot of them. There's one guy in the middle showing the finger.
Haha, nice.
You really had to look hard. Yeah. So another new game out called Elex.
Oh yeah. That should have been my Steam banner.
ELEX, yeah. It's made by Piranha Bytes, a developer that's very known for making flawed RPGs.
I didn't click it because it looked kind of generic.
So they've made the Risen games, Risen 1 and 3 are basically fantasy RPGs, but Risen 2 is a open world pirate RPG.
Okay.
And they made the Gothic series as well, Gothic 1, 2, and 3, which are like dark RPGs, I guess. But yeah, Elex. I really have no idea how to pronounce this thing.
LEX. Elliot. Let me try and find it.
Yeah, this one is sci-fi.
Actually do some research.
It looks cool, but yeah, like you said, it kind of looks generic. Some of the monster design looks cool though.
There it is, LX. Because it looks like the Halo logo. That weird Halo. And that font's like, it's vaguely cyberpunk or something. I don't know. THQ Nordic's a good company, right?
It's 50. This is not the one that you're thinking of.
I guess they're the publishers. Alex? ELEX. I'm looking at it, right?
No, the THQ Nordic, I mean.
Oh, okay.
It's another publisher renamed THQ Nordic after the real THQ went down and they sold off all their IPs.
Oh, that's sneaky. These graphics are good. Is this supposed to be like Skyrim, kinda? Like open world explore?
They definitely made open world games. That is their thing. They make open world RPGs.
These tags are RPG, open world, single player adventure.
Yeah. They make open world RPGs.
So it looks... There's a lot of tech too. Like I haven't seen a good picture with tech and barbarians in the same frame, but like it'll show like I'm walking with a sword, cut to clearly like evil villain layer with vats of zombies growing. Cyber zombies.
The look of it kind of reminds me of Horizon Zero Dawn because there's a lot of like lush sceneries and landscapes with sci-fi backdrops.
Yes, but it's definitely uglier than that game.
Well,
but
yeah.
setting wise, it looks like Horizon Zero Dawn with a bit more magic, I guess. Like not literal magic, but like fantasy.
More fantasy-ish kind of look.
Because it's like monsters, not just like robots, dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's a troll. That's a.
At least,
although these zombies have like raptor toes.
At least it's mostly positive right now, which is
it's like Fallout cross
good.
Skyrim. Yeah, setting wise, it's Fallout cross Skyrim.
But it is a $50 game, so if I want to buy it, I'll probably look at it when it's $20.
I'm not gonna risk it.
Maybe 15. Depends how far they're willing to go. But it is a $50 game. But I commend them for like trying to build a new IP.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Sort of. I mean, new, but
new-ish, but
not necessarily really creative.
I guess. But usually like smaller studios like AA studios kind of they either take risks or they try to like copy AAA, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that the one? What else? Activision. That thing that we were talking about just now.
Yes.
Before we recorded. Activision patents a matchmaking thing that encourages microtransactions.
Ah, yes. So, like, the idea is this, with their new patented system, they can do something like, oh, this player clearly likes playing with a sniper rifle. We'll put him in a match with this guy who's bought a premium sniper rifle. That way he has to look at it, and it'll taunt his face and make him want to buy the premium sniper rifle.
You know that gun that keeps killing you? Is this one for $5 only?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised this wasn't already happening.
Well, Activision came out and said, this is just a patent, guys. We're not using it.
Right, it's not being used anywhere, is what they said.
Well, they forgot to say yet, though. So.
Yes, I guess so.
They're like, we're not using it yet. They're like whispering.
I mean, because this happens today in that, like, you know, the whole, like Overwatch. Like, there's no point to you having a character skin, except Overwatch goes out of its way to like show you your skin when it can, and show you your opponent's skins when it can. Because it's a first-person game. Like,
yeah, you can't see yourself.
The difference is now it's even more like targeted specifically to what they think your predilections are.
Yeah.
Someone was arguing against me today, earlier this week, that like Overwatch didn't try to get didn't like try to get you to buy loot boxes. They're like, you don't need to buy loot boxes to buy skins. You can just play the game and you get the skins you want that way. I'm like, you're not wrong, but Blizzard is still actively trying to get you to give them money. Like they're doing all sorts of things to make it so you want to buy loot boxes. I mean, they're like, I don't know a single person who bought a loot box. I'm like, but people do. Like just because you don't know anybody, like it was infuriating. And they're like, it's just a matter of opinion. Because what I'd said was like, they're like, you can just ignore it. And what I'd said was like, my first sentence had been, I don't like microtransactions. I'm like, yes, that is an opinion. Like anything that's I don't like. I didn't say like Blizzard is bad during microtransactions. I didn't say you were dumb for doing microtransactions. I just said I don't like them and that they do exist and that they change the game. Like if you couldn't buy loot boxes with money, I can't guarantee, but I can pretty much guarantee that certain things about Overwatch would change so it wouldn't be as in your face or as glamorous and flashy. Yeah.
Also, like, this is a very... I see a lot of these attitudes a lot from Americans. Like, a very, you don't have to buy them if you don't want to kind of thing. While, like, people maybe from more socialistic countries, they will be saying, like, this is gambling, we have to, like, control it or whatever because people are vulnerable, you know? Because like America has a very, every man for themselves kind of attitude, right?
There's definitely a lot
very
of
individualistic kind of thing.
Sure.
So yeah, it is annoying though. And companies literally are preying on like people's vulnerabilities. Right. That's what gambling is.
So I wouldn't say that all like obviously like the spectrum is microtransactions that affect the game, like pay to win. That's the worst, obviously. Yeah. Microtransactions for cosmetics, purely cosmetic things are better, but they still make the game worse for me personally than if they weren't there.
Yeah.
Like, there's just little subtle things about it. Like, because like one of my friends, he used to work for CCP, the company that makes EVE Online. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about how he had to work on features, like, because EVE is it had a little bit of infamy when you could buy, like, what was it, $80? It was some really expensive monocle for your character. You almost never ever see your character ever. And it was stupid. And so he was complaining about that. And he's like, yeah, but you can just ignore it. I'm like, I agree, you can try to just ignore it, but like that kind of proves my point. If there's a thing in a game you have to ignore, then it's worse than a thing in a game where you don't have to ignore something, right?
Yeah. If I could ignore it, I wouldn't have bought premium currency for Warframe. But I did
from this week because the new
the open world thing.
It's okay.
How is it?
It's still more grindy. It's cool, but it's
does it make really it tiring though because you have to travel a big landscape or whatever?
It's a little tiring. I think the reason I stopped playing it is so I guess this is spoilers for Warframe because Warframe actually has a pretty good narrative. So this is gonna be a slight spoiler for Warframe. You know how you have like a little child inside your armor and you can like summon it out. So in like last year or early this year, one of the big story events was like the Warframe goes away essentially and is replaced with a child. So you can now run around as the child and shoot like little spells and that sort of thing. They're really, really pushing to make that a more important piece of gameplay. Like you have to do that. That's the only way to beat certain enemies is to pop out the child, like blast their shields away, switch back to the Warframe and keep fighting. My problem is I hate everything to do with the child. Like I only want to be the Warframe ever. I never ever want to be the child. And they're making it more and more necessary to care about the child. It's like it's making the game less fun for me.
I think it's just them trying to find ways to like make it more grindy because there's more things to grind for the child, right?
To grind. Yeah. Because you have to grind up your focus because now it's all focus based. Like your focus influences the spells your child has. So you have to grind focus to them, and now you can even get like cosmetic armor for your child, so when they pop out they look cool and different, and it's just like I don't have the patience or desire to do that sort of thing. I don't even know if I'm going to build the most recent Warframe. I might, but I don't want to farm for it too much.
What's the new offering?
The matchmaking seems really weird for the new zone. It's not like in the old Warframe, you're like, I'm gonna go to this city, whatever, on this planet to do the invasion mission or whatever, and then you could like say, hey, wait for people to join me or whatever. The new system is you have to like land on a planet. It's like a hub city, and you can run up to this guy, and he'll give you a quest, and you can run to this big door, and you get like a loaded like the game won't freeze, but it'll be like an airlock, and while you're in the airlock, it's trying to like matchmake and find players for you. But it's not as explicit as it is in the old Warframe, so like you can get spat out into the big open world without having a party. And like many times it's like, well, I wanted to wait for people to join me because I'm doing a thing that's really hard, but there's no way for me to tell the game to wait. And if I just stand there and wait, like it's really like I had frequently like no luck just having people drop in. I have to like close the game, rejoin it, re-queue, and then people will join me. It's a really weird matchmaking system that maybe they're working on, or maybe it's intended to be that weird. I don't really know. The world itself is pretty cool, the big open world. But
what is the newest
not
Warframe
as
they
open
introduced?
as I want it to be. It's a glass-based Warframe.
Oh.
Let's see, Warframe.
Is it Harrow?
Glass. No, Harrow was the most recent one until this one. I'm trying to look it up. Sorry, I have 2 of her 3 blueprints, but even getting the pieces for her is really not easy. It's not Necros.
When I was still playing, I think Necros was a thing already, I believe.
Yeah, Necros is but they have what do you call, like, not the elite versions?
I forgot.
Whatever that is, they have that now. Gara, I think her name's Gara, Gara. Yes, that's it. She seems cool.
Yeah. Oh. So you know how like
Hera's
Wolfenstein
cooler.
is a game about killing Nazis?
This story. And it has always been. It's kind of like only like its main thing when you think of Wolfenstein.
Yeah, Doom are demons and Wolfenstein are Nazis, basically. That's it. So like a lot of the marketing is like, oh, you get to punch Nazis in the face or whatever, right? And then a bunch of people are saying, why are you attacking people for difference in like politics or whatever? And other people are like, but they're Nazis though.
Yeah.
So they came out with a Twitter, I believe on Twitter, just a short, like a 9 minute video, whatever. Basically saying, when you click on the video, it will be like words, something like, I don't think it said if you're a Nazi. I think it says like, if you have issues with killing Nazis or something, then you can fuck off. And then the video ends with the guy punching a Nazi in the face. They just double down on it, like, fuck you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's kind of weird that people are getting offended by their marketing.
It is very strange.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they are taking advantage of the current political climate kind of thing because of all the Nazi rallies, neo-Nazis or whatever, right? But that's just smart marketing, isn't it? What?
Yeah.
Because the game is about Nazis, and the game is going to come out when there are neo-Nazis everywhere.
What was the thing? Not Black Lives Matter, Synth Lives Matter. What was the thing from Deus Ex?
Deus Ex Mankind Divided, yeah. Now, that was not smart marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it takes like a specific slogan.
Well, this one is just, let's punch this group of people who are also, really, really assholes.
You can, like, it's different between like just co-opting something versus co-opting something to make fun of it when that something is also like the bad guys. Like, unambiguously. Like, it's not really like a line. It's not like a gray area. There's a very clear line.
Yep.
Of Nazis bad.
Yep. There's no debating it.
I don't know. It's hard too. I can't think of a good way.
Don't try. So yeah. Activision patents more microtransaction bullshit. The last one I have is Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon will be the last Pokemon RPGs for the 3DS.
Are they RPGs? I guess they're RPGs.
Yeah, sort of, I guess. Turn-based RPGs with leveling up. JRPG. I
mean, because they have leveling up, but like, I don't know. I mean, they're RPGs. I'm not arguing they're not RPGs. They're just very different from what I think of normal RPGs. You don't like choose classes. You choose like a Pokemon, and then like you don't really have that many choices when you're leveling them. You kind of choose, I guess, like what moves they learn. Although I know at the competitive level, they're definitely spend a lot of time like trying to optimize like their hidden stats so they level up to the best. There's a layer there I'm not even exposed to at all. So I don't know what I'm talking about. That's the end of that story.
The JRPGs basically. And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon will be the last ones on the 3DS. After that, they'll be moving on 100% to the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, if you're a Pokemon fan, you must buy a
Were
Switch.
they remaking like Red and Blue like 3D or something like that? I thought I saw something.
No,
they
re-released Pokemon Yellow and Red, I think, on the 3DS eShop. They
Yellow and Red? What the? Why would you do that? What's Yellow is the best one of the three, but you can't go Yellow and Red. You do Red and Blue or Yellow. Like what? What? That doesn't make any sense. That's bananas.
Hold on. Let me.
I mean, Yellow it's 3DS. Possible. I wouldn't be too surprised, but
yeah, Pokemon Yellow 3DS is a
just
thing.
Weird.
And Pokemon Red 3DS is also a thing. Pokemon Blue 3DS.
Ooh.
Also a thing?
Okay, that's all. I'll allow it.
I have no idea because I didn't buy it. Yeah,
the best thing
red,
about
blue, and
yellow.
yellow. Yeah.
The reason I say yellow is the best is because in yellow, without like cheating or anything, you can get a Squirtle, a Charmander, and a Bulbasaur.
Wait, what? Seriously?
People just like give them to you. Like there's three specific people throughout the game who like you talk and like you help. Like, hey, help me do this thing. Or if you talk to them in the right time or whatever, they'll give you their Pokemon. So by the end of the game, like halfway through the game, you can have all three, which is cool.
I think they also re-released.
And you get Pikachu.
Was it Crystal? No. What was the?
Yes, it's Crystal.
Gold and Silver. That's the one they re-released.
What for the DS? 3DS?
3DS, yeah. They didn't release Crystal. So,
I did not know that.
Yeah. But that sucks. I don't know. The Switch is not really a handheld, but it's kinda a handheld.
Right. What's the battery life on it? Like 2 hours?
3, which is about the same as the original 3DS.
It's probably longer for like a Pokemon
smaller games, yeah.
Yeah.
It depends how crazy they go with the Pokemon like engine or whatever.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They could use it all if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Or something.
So yeah, you have to buy a $300 handheld basically now.
I still have 2 Pokemon games I never finished. I should do that first.
So yeah, if you want to play Pokemon, buy a Switch. That will be the last one on the 3DS.
New pokes.
That's it from me. I don't have anything else. Consortium The Tower, that game, the sequel to Consortium, now has a demo. You can play the first full level.
Ooh, is it on Steam?
Yeah, on Steam, yeah.
Ooh, let me make a note of that.
Yeah.
Although, honestly, I should just play Consortium again. Because, like, the whole point of it is it's a short game that you just replay with different knowledge. Like, you can't... There's so many branches. It's the most branching game I've ever played, I think. I only played it through one time. Because I was overwhelmed. There's too much stuff.
Quite a few screenshots of, like, shooting and shit for the new one. I wonder if they put more emphasis on it.
I hope
like,
not.
upgrades and shit. Holy shit.
I didn't like it very much in the last one.
Yeah. They should just go with,
new system, you can make it good, but it's not what I want from that game.
Yeah. We can play much better FPS because there are way better FPS out there.
Yes. I mean, that being said, it can be annoying, but I kind of like it when, like, a very branchy, decision-heavy game can have, like, branches from combat. Like, you know, like, if the NPC you're with died in this combat, that's a branch. Or that kind of thing. I mean, it's stressful because you have to protect an NPC, which sucks. But it's cool at the same time.
Crystal Dynamics tweeted something cool. They tweeted a quote with a picture from basically Legacy of Kain.
Ooh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. A lot of people are hoping for a new Legacy of Kain or like a HD remaster or whatever. I've never actually played the games when I had a PS2. I think it's a PS2 game. Pretty sure, yeah.
I don't remember.
But yeah, quite a few people are excited for it, I guess.
It's a very popular game. I never played it, but no, it looked cool.
Yeah. That's it. That's it from me. I have nothing else. You got anything else?
I don't think I do either. I'm still baffled by the fact that I'm seeing Thor Ragnarok reviews, even though the movie's 2 weeks out.
2 weeks? Are you sure?
Here it says November 2nd.
Oh, here it says October 25th.
Okay, that's half a week.
I still find it really weird that Malaysia gets so many movie releases before fucking America.
That is pretty funny. But so before this podcast, I made the revelation that the director of Thor is I can't pronounce his name, Taiki Waititi. He's most famous for doing What They Do in the Shadows, I think. But I recently, like this year, or maybe last year, I saw a movie of his called The Hunt for the Wilder People, which was very good.
You mentioned that one.
Yeah, I really liked it. I watched it twice, like in the same week, because it was good.
What We Do in the Shadows. He co-directed that with Jermaine Clement.
He did.
Interesting. Taika Waititi. He's from New Zealand.
They're working on a sequel too, I hear. To What We Do in the Shadows. And it's got
It's kind of weird, right? He's like making fucking like comedies down in New Zealand. Hey, do you want to direct like one of the biggest Marvel thing?
Yeah.
Such a weird thing.
I hope Jermaine Clement has a cameo or
Wait, does this mean it's gonna be a lot of forced comedy in Thor Ragnarok?
I think it will be. I mean, I hope it's not forced. It's very hard to say. Because
well, to be fair, he's not one of the screenwriters. He's just directing. He's also acting, by the way.
Good.
He has a role as Korg.
Good.
Which is some.
Who was the person
the thing, basically? What?
Who started directing Ant-Man? It was the British director of like Hot Fuzz. Because I feel like he has a very similar type of comedy to this
Edgar
guy.
Wright?
Edgar Wright and Tahiti would get along very well. I would love to see a collab between them. That'd be freaking amazing. Yeah. Wait, has Anthony Hopkins always played Odin?
Yes.
In Thor? Okay. Yeah. I don't think I knew that. Carl Urban's in it as somebody named Scourge. Oh wait, I know Scourge. That's cool. Doctor Strange has a cameo. This is cool.
He wrote Tintin.
So I was
I didn't
for
know
this
that.
Movie. What?
Edgar Wright wrote Tintin, The Secret of the Unicorn. I did not know that.
I knew he worked on it. I think I just assumed he was the director. That also is a super underrated movie. It's got some perhaps overly drawn out action sequences, but I found them extremely fun.
I need to watch that.
I recommend it.
Watch Baby Driver.
Yes. And Atomic Blonde.
Yes.
If I had to rate them, I'd probably go Atomic Blonde, Tintin, Baby Driver. But that's really hard. I think Baby Driver is good when you're watching it the first time. I haven't watched it the one time, but I think as it kind of sinks in, you're like, oh, you kind of start to see some weirdness with it. There's only one car chase. I wanted at least 2 car chases.
There's only one car chase?
And it's in the beginning. It's like the first scene.
Oh, you're not talking Baby Driver, right?
I am talking about Baby Driver.
But it's a show about driving cars.
Yep.
Okay, then.
Yep.
Thor Ragnarok review. Taika Waititi delivers the funniest Marvel movie ever.
Funnier than Guardians of the Galaxy? Awesome. Ooh, Sam Neill's gonna be in it. Sorry, as an extra, some random extra in Thor Ragnarok, Sam Neill. Most famous for Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What's his role? I don't see him anywhere.
He doesn't have a... It just says Sam Neill. It doesn't even say a character.
Oh, Carl Urban
Stan Lee is rumored. Sam Neill doesn't even have a thing. So maybe he's not even going to be in it. I don't know.
That's cool. Carl Urban is in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, Scourge.
I didn't know Jeff Goldblum was in Ragnarok.
What? He's like the best part of the trailer.
Maybe I just forgot.
Yeah, I don't think there's any lines.
Oh,
he's not
yeah,
the best
yeah,
part.
yeah,
But he's
okay,
in
okay,
it.
okay, yeah, I remember now.
He's got like the blue lip makeup.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll probably go watch it because I totally skipped the second one because it's so bad. Apparently it's really bad.
I don't remember the first one very well, but I don't remember thinking the second one was that much worse than the first one. I mean,
I think the second one had a
either.
very unmemorable villain.
Yeah, which is too bad because he's a great actor.
Yeah, what's his name again?
He played Doctor Who. I'm gonna look it up. Crap.
Also, I've been wanting to ask you this. Have you watched Ex Machina?
I haven't.
Because it's one of those like sci-fi AI kind of thing, but it's also a psychological thriller movie, and
But
I don't really.
That's the one where she's using 100% of her mind, right?
I don't. What?
I'm thinking of the wrong one. I'm thinking of the
Yeah,
Scarlett
you're thinking
Johansson
Scarlett
one.
Johansson. Yeah. No. This is an indie sci-fi psychological thriller
Right,
about
the robot. Right, it
AI
looked cool and
kind
it
of
got
thing.
good reviews.
Yeah. I'm not really good with psychological thriller if I'm watching it alone, though. I feel
That's
very
fair.
yeah. Like I can't look at the screen.
His name
without
is
somebody holding
Christopher
my hand.
Eccleston.
So
I
yeah,
don't think Natalie Portman's in the new Thor. I guess that makes sense.
yeah, I don't think she is.
The best part of Thor 2 is it's a very minor thing, but like Thor's like kind of jumping back and forth between portals on like completely different planets. So you see him like, throw his hammer at somebody, and he goes through a portal, and so the hammer's like coming back to him, and like it goes into space, and then like he jumps back to the portal, and you see it like do a U-turn in space, like trying to catch up to him, but it can't. Because the pathing's not that smart, it doesn't recognize portals. It's pretty funny. But that's like the best part of the whole movie, sadly.
So one more new game that just came out recently
lay it on me.
that got a lot of people excited for, Opus
Hot and bothered?
Magnum.
What?
Opus Magnum. It is made
I don't
by
know that at all.
Zachtronics, the guy who made Shenzhen IO, TIS 100, Space Cam, and Infinity Factory.
I don't know any of those games, I don't think.
It's basically high-level puzzle logic kind of games.
Can you say the name again?
For the newest one, all the stuff he made
Yes,
before.
the newest one.
Opus Magnum.
Opus Magnum. I forget. Oh, weird.
So his
Oh,
most
yeah, it's just super
yeah.
abstract puzzles.
yeah, TIS 100, Infinity Factory, Space Cam.
Oh, early access. Simulation?
Yeah, he's basically known for making
Oh,
a
Space
lot of,
Cam.
like,
I have Space
Space
Cam.
Cam,
I've never
yeah.
played it.
yeah. His more
Shenzhen
normal
IO.
game would be Ironclad Tactics, which is a strategy.
That's a really
Game.
cool name.
Yeah. I always keep mixing up Ironclad Tactics with that tower defense game from where you play like this, where you pilot a mech. It's a tower defense game.
Not Trench. It's something else.
I think it is Trench.
I think it used to be
Used
called
to be.
Trench.
Yeah. It's made by what's his name, right? By the company. Iron Brigade, that's the name.
Iron Brigade, yes. I played that game. It's not
bad.
It's actually okay. It doesn't play very well. The controls are kind of but
I guess that's
a lot
a
of
Double
like
Fine game for
the
you.
mech building stuff's really cool.
Yeah. Double Fine
co-op I
games
never got
tend
to
to be
work,
not
but-
very like, if they try to make like an action-y game, the controls are usually not very,
Mm-hmm.
like Brutal Legend and stuff. But he barely made any kind of game like that, I guess. So yeah, good place to wrap up.
Yes, I think so.
I'm gonna be watching Voltron Legendary Defenders. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna be watching Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
Yeah, I should watch that as well. And The Thick.
And
I
then I'm
really
probably
should
gonna go
fucking
watch Big
watch
Mouth.
that. Yeah.
Actually, no, I'll probably watch BoJack Horseman first, then Big Mouth, because somebody in this house finds BoJack too dark and depressing. What a weirdo.
So yeah, it's that time again where we do that thing. But I don't think we need to.
Yep.
Yeah. He's Foehamner, I'm Pupunoob. we're everywhere, basically.
Everywhere.
Because we're unique. That's why. We do things differently over here. That's why we're on Facebook and Twitter like nobody else are, I guess.
I feel really bad because Facebook keeps telling me, like, Foehamner, you didn't get any new likes this week. I'm like, well, yeah, I haven't posted anything like in 3 weeks, Facebook. Stop getting off my case about this.
So yeah, thank you very much for watching and listening. This has been episode 118. We won't be here next week, but we will be back the week after. So yes, thank you very much. Boy.
Bye.